Welcome again, Capricorn. It's December 2017, the last month of the year. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. Welcome to those of you that are new. This is the chart. And, you know, you can't be everything to all people, and that you have tried to be over the past few years. Have a look at this 12th house. This is the Sagittarius sign, the 12th sign to your sun sign. You've had this lingering transit of Pluto moving through your sun sign for some time. That has radically transformed you. You've become a very, very different person in that time. But this is the focus at the moment. This is the big focus. The 12th house is the house of expenditure, the house of generosity, spirituality, self-investigation, hidden secrets. Saturn in this place has presented a bit of a problem for you over the last couple of years. You've tried to cut back. You've tried to withdraw, you've tried to gather that energy and understand yourself more. And it's been difficult. Saturn constrains you in any area of the zodiac that it happens to be transiting. Take a look at the full moon there on the 3rd and 4th. That takes place in the 6th house, directly opposite this 12th house. 6th house is a health issue. 12th house can also be health issues. These planets, Venus rules your career. Sun rules the 8th house of shared finances. Saturn is your ruling planet, and also financial to some extent. And Mercury is ruling your 6th house of work, 9th house of contracts, legal and studies. So it seems to be on more of a professional footing that these aspects are pointing to. Losses in those areas, deprivation, excessive or effusive input of energy, money and resources. If you've got a business, if you're working around the clock for someone and not really being remunerated, this is a time to curtail that. So the big Christmas gift for you, I think, this year, Capricorn, is to give yourself some time out. This 12th house is the house of retirement. Now, I'm not saying you give up your work permanently, depending on the age that you're at. But even if you're of workable age, married with kids, you've got to pull back a little bit here. You've got to know when and where your limits are. So I think you're being pushed, and maybe, because we see the Saturn there, your ruling planet itself, in this 12th house, you yourself are pushing yourself. So you've got to pull back from that. I want you to keep your eye on this sector. This is really the big sector. A couple of things happening here. You want to look at Mars here, which has been pushing and driving in your career sector. That's another one of the factors. It moves out of that area into the favourable 11th house around the 10th or the 11th, with the moon coming up here. There it is on the 10th. This brings with it some exciting opportunities through your network, through your social activities. The moon moves through the 10th house on the 11th, makes you rather emotional. And I'm just keeping an eye out here for all these planets here swinging around in this huge stellium here. The moon will make contact with that dynamic Mars-Jupiter combination just around there, the 14th and 15th. It's bringing some very powerful energy here into the 2nd house of your horoscope. So networking here, friends can be instrumental in helping drive your income. This 11th house, as well as being friends, is to some extent the profitability sector of your horoscope. So here we can see that you can indeed make money. If you've got an independent venture, you're going to be driven and will see increases in your profitability. Mind you, Jupiter, ruling this 12th house, again has that link to giving away things. Okay, you give people a taste of the ice cream, but you don't want to give away your ice cream store, is what I'm saying. So caution there, just be measured, be frugal, that's your nature, but for some reason you've lost that at the moment, and you've got to get back on point, on track with this. Take a look here, because the major transit, the first one in 2.5 years, is going to be this one here of your ruling planet. But first, take a look at the retrogression of Mercury there. That's showing all through the month a powerful revisionary period. The moon now moving in here around the 18th, 19th, into the new moon phase. That's very, very important. Because even though I've told you all this stuff, I don't think you're going to adequately be able to implement this change in yourself consciously until this new moon phase commences. Here we see that you can get some brilliant flashes from this 4th house Uranus. You've got lovely triangular aspects here. These are the 120 degree aspects from Uranus. Here from Neptune up to this dynamic approaching conjunction of Mars to Jupiter. Mars is your 11th lord. This is excellent. I'm not too worried about Jupiter here. You can give a little bit of the ice cream away. That's just going to bolster sales, because whatever it is you've got is interesting to people. This can, however, show some communications problems, maybe some little minor disputes with friends, maybe combative friends, ideological differences, and that's shown by Mars ruling this 11th house, also ruling the 4th house of family. So it could be an elder sibling. 11th house is elder siblings. Keep your eye here. Moon moves away from that new moon phase into your sun sign, and just there around the 20th, take a look at it, bang, your ruling planet finally exits into its domicile, that is, into your own sun sign. A little bit of a heavy burden may be placed on you as the sun moves out into this area as well, and you've got that intensity of Pluto. Maybe you're just going to have to acclimatise yourself to some of the shifts in awareness that take place with these very important conjunctions and transits. This is the start of a new 2.5-year phase for you, one which gives you a lot more confidence. Here also you see the stationary position of Mercury around this 23rd. It moves forward exactly on the 24th, a day before Christmas. Take a look at it here. 24, there it is. It's moving forward now. So all of that understanding you've gleaned can be put into practical use now, along with this Sun-Saturn combination. That's an important one for authority figures, and also because Venus, ruler of your 10th house of career or profession, has entered into this conjunction. So important discussions, even at this late stage of the year, with employers. Maybe some of you are going to be working and don't want to be doing that. Time to talk up and stop giving away your valuable time for nothing. So that's the way I see it for you. The continuing conjunction here of Mars and Jupiter lasts till the end of the year. An excitable moon and Uranus in your family affairs, the 28th and 29th, brings a little bit of spice to your domestic arena. But all in all, I'm really happy to see this lovely conjunction finishing out the year for you, bringing you in preparedness for the new year 2018. And with that, I again wish you Merry Christmas. Look forward to your company again for what's happening in 2018. But in the meantime, don't forget to pop in and get the ancillary advice at astrology.com.au. Bye for now.